For these retirees living in a two-storey home, they thought installing a lift would give them more independence. But the company's gone into liquidation, taking their life savings.
I have lost $80,000.
This is where your 72 grand elevator should be.
Yes.
Plus $17,000 for concreting.
That's a lot of money you guys are out of pocket.
So it's a lot of money.
We've lost 42,000.
How much have you paid?
67,000. So we paid the final amount 6 days before they went into liquidation.
For these retirees, independence is everything.
Dudley's 89 actually tomorrow, and he needs a lift. We both get pretty tired and we find it difficult to go up the stairs.
They thought buying a lift from Elite Elevators would make their two-storey homes livable for the long haul.
Elite elevators?
Yes.
Would you say they're elite?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
They're not very elite at all.
No.
The company also operates Nebav lifts, apparently designed in Germany and manufactured in Italy, founded by Indian directors Vishal Babu and Arun Kumar.
Let's make 2025 the year we reshape the future together.
But instead, it shattered its customers' futures.
And now we got nothing to shout for.
Alexander and Pauline need a lift in their forever home 3 hours north of Brisbane.
I've been very ill. I had a broken, cracked pelvis, I had a hernia, I had full hysterectomy. I could hardly walk.
They were sold a dream when they stepped into an Elite Elevators showroom.
We went there to the showroom in Brisbane. We seen the lift. We actually drove the lift up and down.
So it all seemed very legit.
It seems there was no red flag coming up.
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
Yeah.
But months after paying their invoice, the company went bust.
Oh, I was in tears.
Yeah, and
I couldn't believe it. I was just like stunned mullets.
I wrote an email to the liquidator. What stage the lift's supposed to be?
Nobody's answering.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, we won't get any money back, I wouldn't think. But we just don't want these lift companies to start up anywhere else.
Yes, if we've gone down the drain, we don't want anybody else to go down the drain afterwards.
Inside their Melbourne home, Veronica and Dudley also have nothing to show for their money.
I was sick last year and I had a big operation, and I had to stay downstairs for 6 months. And then they took that money. We paid that on the 1st of December. We ended up paying it. And they went into receivership on the 2nd of December.
Their 94-year-old neighbour, Reg, has also been stung out of his life savings.
I'm getting older and it makes it difficult for me to get up and down the stairs. I should have woken up to a lot earlier. Given my background, I've seen these sort of things happen before. I happen to be a banker before I retired.
It's small, but it costs a lot of money.
Exactly, very small, yeah. It's an expensive ornament, as I put it.
Debbie lives south of Brisbane. She's one of the lucky ones who's actually been delivered her lift.
And as you can see, it's locked. We can't get into it.
Debbie's lift was supposed to be installed by the company the week it went into liquidation.
We had to get into my husband's super to pay for most of it. I was having a knee operation and there's no way I could crawl up the stairs to get into the bedroom. So that's why we were getting it in the first place. Yeah, I'm very angry, very upset. Suppose I have to find someone and get them to do the last part of the installation and pay out of pocket a bit more money.
We've spoken to a former employee who lost his job in the company's collapse and is owed almost 50 grand in wages. He wants to remain anonymous, but tells me staff would regularly promise the impossible to secure a sale. And one of the worst cases he'd seen was a lift sold to a wheelchair user completely unsuitable for wheelchair access.
I looked up Google and there's still Elite and Nebav are still advertising.
Get your act together and be responsible for what you've done over here in Australia.
What a nightmare. We contacted the lift companies for a response. Our email was ignored.